welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is May 29th, 2022. I'm your host, Luis Palacio, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, it's your boy Pokemon Trigger, please, and it is another exciting week of Pokemon Go. I'm super excited with this week's news, man.
Bro, I don't even know if exciting is the right word. There's just
It's like a snowball.
Basically, but I guess that's the point. I guess that's what we get when we're like at the end of the season and at the end of the month, and everything just like piles up into one. Especially now that a lot of things that we're gonna talk about for sure. But let's not forget to remind everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. Check us out, professornetwork.com/Purified podcast. Wonderful people to work with. I don't know why I keep doing it that way, but yeah, every single day. All right, Chris. I know that we're here to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game, because we love the game just as much as the next person. But yeah, how was your week, man? It's been crazy for sure.
It's been a great week. Played a little bit, not too crazy. Yeah, I don't think I got anything really of note, other than a rank 1 Shadow Crobat.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty dope. Evolving all these Alolan Marowaks has been awesome. I'm sure you got a Shadow one.
Marowak Shadows. I don't.
If you don't, I definitely soon.
Yeah, I got a evolve one for sure. I mean, it's kind of like the FOMO of things. I wish I would actually get the shiny too, but so.
I mean, you can evolve another one later.
Yeah.
I've just been evolving them like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, one of these is gonna be good.
One of them, especially, right? Yeah, for me, it's just been kind of like on and off kind of week for me. It's just I play whenever I can. I mean, I've been more at work most of the time, so my days off, I've just been doing a lot around the house. So never really a chance to go out and play aside. And then, of course, once you hit level 50, I'm kind of like in the back burner, just waiting for.
Like, I can rest now.
It's like you can rest now. If anybody has watched Avengers, spoilers. Anyway. Oh god, I just dropped a Pokemon card. Anyway. Let's recap the last week. Shinies, Hundos, PvP Mons. I guess you already told us about that, but go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't get anything of note other than the rank 1 Shadow Crobat.
Yeah, no Shinies, no Hundos.
No. Nothing.
No. Well, I can tell you for sure I didn't get any Hundos either. It's mostly because I have my Pokeball or Pokeplus set on just spin and stops. I'm trying to restock. And since this is the season, this is the event to do it because there's really not much excitement. I still cache all my stuff and everything that I want to cache, but there's really nothing to catch. I guess we can go over to what this last event has gone through for us, So the season of Alola has come to an end, or will come to an end in the next few days. The Alola to Alola, which actually is the correspondence goodbye of the season, giving us all the spawns from Litleo, Rowlet, and Popplio, and all the other Alola Pokemon that's been actually coming out since the beginning of the season. Which I do gotta say, I guess it's time to actually give us a recap, our ratings of the whole season, the 3 months of the whole thing, anyways. But again, just the correspondence of every single one of the things that we had in the last 3 months. Pokemon Go wise, new Pokemons, whatever shinies is spawning here or there, and new evolutions, just like you mentioned, Cubone being able to evolve into a Alolan Marowak, and the Shadows, of course, to be able to do that too. So I kind of wish they also let us do Executor, so that way the FOMO is not as much. But again, I know that they're doing it just because of how that works, anyways.
They did do it before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again in the future.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they didn't have to give it to us with Draco Meteor again. They could have done it again.
Right, and that's what a few things, it makes sense to do, but it doesn't also work around it, I guess I should say. Anyhow, but yeah, the season of Alola is coming to an end. We do have all the news for the next season, so bear with us. We're just finishing up this last section for you. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think of this last 3 months, man? It's like it's been kind of a wild ride for sure, right?
I think it definitely took us off guard. We were expecting them to start pushing one of the closer uh regions instead of, Gen 7.
Right.
Like there's still a bunch of Pokemon we're missing. Kecleon is one that everyone points their finger
Of
to.
course.
So I think it was a very pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Kind of like when they did Gen 8 out of nowhere with the Galar event. So I've enjoyed it. There's definitely not, endless shinies to be had, especially with the new starters. But I think it's definitely good variety. I will say that much.
And you bring out a good point. Like so a lot of Pokemon, they're still looking into getting into Go. And hold
Hmm.
on before I sneeze here. Okay, I'm good. Anyways, the whole like I don't bring you every single Pokemon yet. I'm missing a few Pokemons from Generation 5 that I wish they were actually released at this point. Generation 6 is nowhere to be done, and 7 is just starting. So, I mean, we got like almost every single Pokemon that we can get, or at least every single generation is in the game until Scarlet and Violet come out in November. And that's, of
Yo.
course, going to be a correspondence when it comes down to it. And it's going to be fun. I mean, I think that now that we're more likely to get a more serious, like all generations are finally in the game kind of thing. It's more like trying to push the rest of the Pokemons left. Of course, I know that Niantic is just going to milk out every single Pokemon out there, just bringing either one Pokemon every month or every week or something like that. So, I mean, it's going to take us a while, guys. But we do almost have them all in the game. Probably another few years to go for it still.
Yeah, they're making us lifetime long Pokemon Go players to get that completion.
Oh my god. But yeah, I hope that it's the little that we have left, or I guess it's not little, but I know that they're milking us for everything that we have. So, Niantic. Anyways, but yeah, the Alola to Alola, or not the Alola to Alola. I guess let's give our ratings to Alola. It is in a couple of days, actually, and then we'll give our rates to the season of Alola.
I'd say at least for this chunk, I'd rate it a little bit lower. I'm sorry. I'd put it around 8. Not that it wasn't fun. It just wasn't on the same level, at least for me. Especially when it's like a recap event per se.
Basically. And I understand. I actually can give it somewhere the same, maybe a little bit lower. I'll give it a 7 just to be nice. But that's because the recruiting top boost is not bad if you didn't get ones throughout the weeks that they were out. Make sure to get them before the new season comes out. There's a lot of there's a lot to actually cover for sure. As for the season of Alola, I'm gonna give that an 8 just because the ability to actually introduce brand new Pokemons, introducing the whole generation itself, finally got to the point of understanding what Alola is. And yeah, I mean, I think that the storytelling of Alola has been pretty okay. The whole special research every month kind of was meh, but at least it was something to keep us at bay until the end. So I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, it's something to keep you busy.
Yeah. But anyhow, any more thoughts on the season of Alola?
Not too much except what we're gonna be talking about a little bit later with it.
Right. So let's say goodbye, or let's say Alola to Alola, I guess. Finally, we'll definitely come back to the region in some capacity, but that's because Go tours are still a thing, and that's probably gonna take us another 5 years to complete anyway. So we got some competition to go through. Anyhow, let's get into the research topics, and we have a bunch of effing news. Now we've broken it down to, of course, through our usual news section and everything. We're going to keep the whole PvP section on its own because there is a lot to cover there too. Let's go into what we were waiting for. And this is, of course, the tickets to Seattle are finally live. We've been waiting literally the entire month to get to this point. But this is just to be able to actually play in the live event. Something that all the other countries had, and we were just waiting for this one. We were trying to finally get the plans like all set to go for this, and we finally got them. So, but yeah, tickets to Seattle are going live, and of course the information is out. So, of course, the event starts from Friday, July 22 to Sunday, July 24. We knew about this, and it says right here, this year's Pokemon Go Fest is too big to contain in a simple park. So this incredible event will happen in the city itself, with 2 unique events experienced each day, one in the park and one happening in Seattle. There's more to explore than ever before. So, just like in Japan, they're actually extending the whole event through the entire city. So that's actually pretty cool. I mean, if you're close enough, maybe you'll get the sponsor or something. I don't know. But of course, you have to buy the tickets that are available. Now, I don't know if they're sold out yet, mostly because I bought the tickets as soon as possible. And they are $25 to get your event ticket going. You are also able to add on the specials like the critical catch and the raid ability. So I did pay for those and went through those. I mean, I'm a hardcore gamer Pokemon Go fan, so I gotta go through it. It does give you like 30 raid passes after you buy that. So
Okay.
and you can't really add it on in later. You have to add it on by the time you buy it anyways. And I had to just go for it anyway. So I will be playing on Saturday. And a bunch of other creators are also doing that. Most of them are also playing on Friday. But me and my friend, we decided Saturday probably was the best bet. Mostly because we are playing on Thursday. We'll try to cover our bases on Friday, play Saturday, hang out with the health community throughout the whole weekend, and then leave by Monday. And it's going to be a long, long day anyway. So a long, long day. But anyways, I know I'm not giving Chris too much to talk about, but of course, let's go over the morning and afternoon sessions of GoFest. If you buy a ticket, you get to split your sessions between the park and the city. So if you buy a morning ticket, you first experience the habitats of GoFest in Seattle Center Park from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And then the city location, so anything else around the city, will be from 2:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. So I like that because not everybody's going to be contained into one park the entire day and then spread out throughout the city at the end of the day. You get to play in the morning and then go move out to the city. And if you buy the afternoon, it's going to be the reverse. So you get to go throughout the city in the morning and then play in the park in the afternoon, which at that point is already nighttime. So, but yeah, it's not too bad. I like how they did this. And it says only trainers with a valid ticket are applicable for sessions, so you have to play within Seattle. There's also going to be a 1-hour intermission between sessions to allow trainers to move to between areas. So they're actually giving us a little bit of time to rest up, look around, and then, scout the area, maybe go eat something because, you're hungry as hell.
You're not just running to catch more Pokemon.
Bro, that last, 2019 Go Fest, we barely even got to actually eat something in the food truck. And then we continue on for the rest of the day. I was dead that day. I could not contain my excitement.
It was a grind.
It was a grind. And even though it was incredible, it was crazy. It was crazy. But that's what it is. Then we have the trainers who purchase the Pokemon Go Fest Seattle tickets will be able to enjoy the following Seattle Park or Seattle Center Park on their selected event and day and time. So the special research to encounter Skyform Shaman, which we kind of expected at this point. Explore 4 real-world habitats, which 2 are unique to Seattle event. And of course, each one of them has a connection challenge. So if you're in the park and you want to complete the connection challenge, do it those hours, or at least the hours that you're allowed to play. Then we got the Cloud Sanctuary. It's like the iconic Space Needle reaches to the sky and soar among the clouds with Togetic, Woobat, Rufflet, and more. The Oasis, which will have Pokemons like Alolan Executor, Sandcloud Burmy, Gibble, and Pampor, and more. Dreamy Mindscape, so it's like the same as Japan, it's just like the sleepy one. So why not catch like Pokemon like Snorlax or Liquid, Teddiursa or Drowsy. Electric Garden, Pokemon like Hisu and Voltorb, Combi, Fungus, Helitype will be drawn to this space. We have the training post, so trains with other trainers. There's photo ops with Pikachu and Eevee. GoFest t-shirts 2022 are available during the time of play. I actually bought mine and they are shipped already, so they're getting here, I hope, before this coming weekend. Make up to 6 special trades and enjoy a reduced startup cost for every trade during the event hours. I believe you actually have to both have tickets to the event to actually make the special trades. If not, it's going to be like insane the amount of Stardust. I think it's like some kind of glitch when it comes down to it. I've seen some videos from, I don't know, trainer tips and all those doing those. I think through the Safari.
A lot of Stardust? Oh?
Yeah.
I like that.
And then a second special research story will be about features and encounters Pokemon that have yet to appear in Pokemon Go. So brand new Pokemons are also being introduced into Go Fest. Pokemon from all of the Go Fest Seattle habitats will be in the wild. Claim up to 9 total raid passes by spinning photocodes this at gyms, plus the add-on, which will give you a few more after that. Tinko Revolutes will appear more often, and defeating Tinko Rockets will earn you twice as many serious components. I mean, if you're walking around 12 kilometer X, might as well. Tinko hosts will enjoy the following both city and park experiences. Shamni Combi and Shiny Pampor will make in its Pokemon Go debut. Rip every male Combi in the wild.
Yep. 9 out of 10 Combis.
Oh my god, dude. If I click on one and I just get the shiny male, I'm just gonna quit the game right there. Transfer it to home right there too, or something like that. A BA drive, or just get like 8 different male combis and finally get the shiny, the female one later. X will require 1/2 of the normal distance snapshots for event surprise, event team field research. You'll get to get event team stickers by spinning Pokestops and opening gifts. Confetti will be appearing on the in-game map. Who wants confetti? I don't know. All trainers in Seattle will have access to special Pokemon Go Fest raids, including Cresselia and Darkrai in the 5-star race during the Pokemon Go Fest throughout those days and throughout those hours. We can't wait for Pokemon Go Fest Seattle. Let's go. So, a lot of news, of course, but that's mostly the same as what we got in most places. Every single one of the monkeys are being shiny released, so we knew we were going to get ours too. Shiny Combi is a nice addition, although you better be careful not to get the male one, just like we mentioned. Any thoughts on this, Chris?
I think it's very, very nice. I think you should bring me Pansage. Other
Definitely.
than that,
Where's
pretty good.
Where's our lucky tray when we knew? Oh god.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good Go Fest.
Yeah, no, definitely looking forward to it. It's been a while since I felt like we actually had the community in together, especially in the United States, and just everybody pulled in into one place. So I'm super excited to just go ahead and meet so many people that I met over the years. And it's just an incredible experience just to see the entire city play Pokemon Go with you, and you're like literally open the game and the entire city is lit up to nothingness. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very, very fun. Then we have additional details to Go Fest. All right. This was kind of interesting when they announced this, and it's more like, it's just around the corner. The Global Go Fest, the 2-day event, is happening on Saturday, June 4th and June 5th. We'll unlock rewards and bonuses, experiences, exclusive gameplay. Ticket holders can complete the research to learn more about shaming the gratitude Pokemon. So, Go Fest Global is happening next weekend. Are you excited, Chris?
Yes.
Are you off for work? Come on!
It's 2 days, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the first day is everything that you want to catch. So.
Yeah. I think I'm usually off Saturday.
Call off on Sunday.
We'll see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna be sick. Gonna be sick on this day.
Just say that,
Chris, I saw you walking around town catching Pokemon.
Oh my god. To move on to the actual additional information, we will actually be getting the Landform Shaming T-shirt and the Gratitude Boutique pose. Are we getting Mary or something in this pose or something? Like, what? Dude,
I like that pose. That is funny. It's like, oh, I'm taking you to your funeral. Here you go.
Funeral, bro. We got like 2 different types of bouquets here.
You're like love. And I'm like dead.
Oh my god, what the hell, dude?
I think it's going to be funny for GBL personally.
It is. It's going to be interesting. We also get the special Go Fest 2022 t-shirt, the Shaman hat, and the Grassroots face sticker. So, yeah, just a lot of like shaming stuff, things. We already know about the rotating habitats in the Pokemon encounters. If you want to talk about that, all the new shinies like Shamishurum, Numel, Carablast, Axew, and Shelmet will appear in the wild throughout the event, and special stickers. A Speck of Pikachu with the Gratitude bows, I guess I should say, will also be appearing in Monster Race and the Ghost Snapshot. If you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny one. If you don't get a shiny by then something's wrong. Again, the t-shirts, you can buy it in the Niantic supply and different things. And then, of course, confetti!
Yay!
And
that's the big news.
That's the big news. I do want to go over something real quick on the encounters for day 1 and 2. We already talked about all this, of course. But let's go into the raids. And there is actually something interesting that happened. And I don't know if this was meant to be or something, or they took it out afterwards because I'm not seeing it anymore. During day 1 of GoFest, we'll have Kyogre or Groudon in 5-star raids, while a lot of other Pokemon are going to be like the 1-star Axew and the Pikachu and all those. So it's kind of interesting. They put that, I think they updated it, but then they took it away like in the same day. So I don't know if this was meant to be, or mostly because in day 2, they still need to know if we're going to have a special Pokemon that was never seen in Pokemon Go until now. I don't know. Chris, any thoughts on that?
I think I got a few ideas. Unless it's coming in the next event, I'm just blind to the news. But yeah, did they specify what it was going to be?
Well, a lot of people on Twitter were saying that they updated the blog post to show the raids, and I was like, okay, cool, this is fine. I mean, Kyogre or Groudon, I'll go ahead and do them all day if I have to. I want to get the Shando or the Hondo, whatever the case may be, but an extra large candy because you never know; those Pokemons are huge.
Donkey.
But I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, if we go over the next few informations, definitely, I can picture myself in the same position as you right now. But yeah, that's the additional information about GoFest. Again, it's just a week away, less than a week away actually, so it's gonna be fun. I mean, just getting everything going. Make sure that you drink plenty of water and, of course, eat something in between because it's gonna be a long day to play. So, if it's not too hot, hopefully it's not too hot. I don't even know what the weather's gonna be that day. We'll see how it goes. Can you still hear me, Chris?
Yes.
Cool. Anyways, so that's all news. We already know about this kind of thing. It's like it's time to actually talk about the big news of the month. And Chris, what are we talking today?
Well, it is the season of Go. And immediately after Pure Letter saw this news, he just messages me, "It's the season of Go." And oh my gosh, I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Oh, it's about to go? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's really cool. It looks like they're pushing it really hard.
Basically,
I don't know.
Basically, this is the actual, like, the first season that we have that we can actually go out and play. I know we had a couple of months already like this, but after everything that happened in the last 2 years, and I want to sneeze in a couple of seconds, so give me a second.
I'll set a timer.
Okay. That was a done timer anyway. I want to emphasize that Pokemon Go and Niantic wants to just say, let's go out, let's do this kind of things. And this season is going to actually show what they really want to do with the game moving forward. And because it's summer, at least summer for us, or most of the Northern Hemisphere, it feels like it's appropriate to actually say, get out and go, play the game like it's intended to. But of course, it's got a lot of controversy when it comes down to it. Still, we're super excited. So the season of Go, here first and foremost, I think there is a trailer. It's a 48-second trailer, so sorry about the noise there. It's time to go. And like, go!
It almost seems like threatening.
I know, right? Oh my god, that's game where I want it! And there's Shaman. Rattata, Seedots, a lot of different things happening there. And then, of course, little hello at the end just shows that Ultra Beasts are coming into Pokemon Go, which we actually talked about last week. However, this shows a more like aspect of what Ultra Beasts is, and I'm super excited. I mean, Ultra Beasts are actually one of my favorite legendaries out there, just because they're
really
they're just cool as it is. You know, some of them, especially in the Hello, I have history with
say,
Hello.
I know you have a lot of history with Nihiljo.
Yeah, Nihiljo, was one of my very first shiny hunts that I ever did, and that boy, like that, oh boy or girl, I don't know. That shined like super quickly. I was never meant to actually thought that this was going to be an easy hunt or anything like that. I started at it before finishing up the post game or even anything in the actual main series game, and I got it in like the first 30 minutes of the stream or something. It's like
easy.
It was incredible, and that's what really pushed me into more shiny hunting and everything. However, this is the start of that season. It's the season of Go, just like we're gonna call it many times now. It's gonna start, of course, from June 1st at 10 a.m. to September 1st at 10 a.m. So a full 3 months, just like always. What we're looking forward to is the very first thing, of course, is the Go Fest 2022, which will start next weekend, and we'll continue saying. So that's the very first thing they talk about. We're already gone over the highlights of those. So the ticket is $14.99. Go ahead and get it if you want to play. All the shabam. In-person Go for the Fest, just like we have mentioned before, it's going to be throughout the next few months. So that's also exciting to know about. More trailers for some reason. And then we got a bunch of news, but we're going to go over those news in just a moment. The June contact, or as I call it, the dump of news. Go Battles League Season 11 update. We do have, and pretty much all of that. We have our community day set up, which we don't know the Pokemons, we just know the actual coming days. I'm pretty sure they're gonna give us that information either between tomorrow or the day afterwards. But tomorrow's a holiday in the United States, so I don't know if Niantic is working either.
I mean, they can auto release it, right?
Yeah, they can just go to Pokemon and be like, here's Community Day for June 25th. Okay. It is a very late Community Day, but that's mostly because of all the excitement from GoFest at the beginning. So they don't really want to burn us out in between weekends. So I'm kind of glad they did that. Then July 17 and August 13, we'll definitely know the events. We have, of course, GoFest, the Go Battle League, and then let's talk about all the wild Pokemons that are going to be appearing. So city people or people in the cities, we're going to encounter Rattata, Coffin, Apon, Bronson, Croagnon, Patrat, and Galarian Stunfisk. And of course, more.
Stunfisk.
The more is usually the evolved Pokemon, so I'm actually kind of about it. And all of these can be shiny. In the forest area, we get things like Oddish, Weepinbell, Tangalas, Shuckle, Shermish, Cherubi, and Jungus, and of course more. Chris is already excited to go to the forest every day.
Yeah, I'll just be chilling in the forest day in, day out.
Yeah, there you go. Put a lure between the park or something. In the mountains, we'll get things like Sandshrew, Onyx, Phanpy, Aron, Trampinch, Hippopotas, and Golett. I'll never see a mountain in Florida ever in my life, so I don't think I ever going to exist for that. In the beach and water areas, we have Tentacool, Krabby, Horsey, Whooper, Corphish, Seal, and Dewpider, which, he's just got his release, so I'm pretty sure everybody wants to get a Dewpider.
Yeah, between Corphish and Dewpider, that seems pretty dope.
Yeah, that shiny Corphish. I need to get it. But I better get started going to the walk a little bit more.
He's a cool one.
Yeah. Then we have the Northern Hemispheres. We have Lady Diva, Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, Combi, Gibble, and Summerford Deerling. Of course, more. Kind of nice to have the Gen 3 starters. I always like them anyways.
Yeah.
And then the Southern Hemisphere would have things like Spinarak, Larvitar, Tortwig, Chimchar, Piplup, Trubbish, Winterform, Deerling, and more. So they're getting the Gen 4, we're getting the Gen 3. Interesting. We got Gibble though, so I'm happy about that always. But those are the different habitat areas that were definitely there. I always like that if you go to a specific area, you always encounter different Pokemons. And it's just like, playing Pokemon for real, It's like you go forest, you encounter these Pokemons. You go to the waters, you encounter these Pokemons. I always like that about any type of game. And I love that this is how we represent those kind of things.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. Going to Riverwalk and seeing all the water Pokemon,
Oh
and
yeah.
just knowing you can kind of grind them there.
Oh yeah. Definitely, definitely. Then we have an update to the eggs. So again, this actually happens at the beginning of the season. 2 kilometer eggs will encounter things like Poliwag, Magnemite, Magikarp, Meditite, Pikapep, Jungoose, and Stuffle. 9 out of the 10 Pokemons can be shiny. Pikapep for some reason didn't get a shiny form. Stuffle being in the 2Ks, I just hope I don't get a shiny out of it.
Yeah. It's Hundo or nothing.
Pretty much, pretty much. The 5 kilometers we have Togepi, Skarmory, Why Not, Bronzor, Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio. So the starters for Generation 7 and a couple extra additions. Always gotta get that extra large candy for Skarmory anyways. Or why
Yeah, I
not?
think they're all pretty nice for the 5K.
Yeah, pretty cool. I like the Togepi pack anyways. 10 kilometers we got Riolu, Emolga, Axew, Rufflet, Gumi, Noibat, and Yamago. 3 out of the
Dude,
5 can be shiny.
yeah, I can't wait to hatch only a Molga.
Also, you do gotta understand that even though you get a 10 kilometer egg in Hatch and Axew, that Axew will not be shiny until the release of GoFest, which is during the weekend. So make sure you can make a note of that before you go crazy on the 10Ks.
Yeah, you gotta get the egg after Go Fest. You can't hatch the egg after the shiny release. It's gonna be planted as soon as you get the egg. Only because some people don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if Niantic just drops the ball and then releases shiny for no reason.
That would be funny. They're like, we put it in the news. We gotta just put it out early now.
Oh my god, Niantic, you're about to destroy us, don't you? 5 kilometer adventure sync rewards will award things like Krydos, Shieldon, Happiny, Munchlax, Rongarona, and Furlish. And the 10 kilometer will award things like Dratini, Bagon, Beldum, Riolu, Dino, and Gumi. So a pretty nice addition in between all of those. Most of them are being really, really hard to find. And 9 out of 10 can be shiny anyway, so... Gotta walk those 50 kilometers every week, brother. That ain't happening.
About that.
Yeah, about that. All right, so now we're going to get into the bonuses. So where's the very first thing that we're going to get bonuses here?
I know you were super excited about this one.
Oh, one of my friends is not.
Yeah, anything extra large,
All right.
early extra large candy access. So, we've already seen extra large candy. From the season ago onward, we're reducing the level requirement necessary to obtain candy extra large. Now, all trainers level 31 and above will be able to get candy extra large. So, what was the cutoff before? 35?
40.
40, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 40 was the initial addition to extra large candies. If you were level 40 or above, you get the extra large candies. So anybody who was in the lower levels were all struggling, especially during community days and things like that. My friend of mine, who was actually going to GoFest with me, basically said the same thing. And he was like, I worked this hard to get to this point, and now you're accessible to everybody else. Yeah, that was kind of a shot in the dark for them, especially because I think he wasn't level 40 before Charizard came back into raids as a mega.
Ooh.
So he raided a lot, and he wanted to get the Houndour shiny. He never did. Got a lot of candy for it, but not the extra large candy because he wasn't level 40 until then, and of course until then.
Oh.
So it's a nice little change for a lot of people who has been struggling. Now I kind of want to see how the ability to get extra large candy is gonna affect a lot of players, because you're not gonna be able to power up into max until level 38 anyways. Because at level 30 you're still capped at a certain CP level throughout the levels that you get until level 38. At level 38 you'll get up to level 40, and then of course that will open up the level 50 requirements for everybody else. So I'm still kind of confused, but I think this is just a way for people to start earning that extra large candy. I think a lot of people were complaining that was the case. At least the lower player, more casual players out there. But that's because, you go into Battle League and see level 50 Pokemons anyway. So what's the difference? Any thoughts on this early access now?
I mean, the more people that can get it, the better. I mean, if you're going to be catching Pokemon, you might as well not get kind of, I don't know, left out.
Right.
Think about how discouraging it is for people to play Master League against level 50 Pokemon,
Oh, jeez.
and they can't even power up past 40.
Right.
I feel bad for those people.
I do think that
Um,
this is just a good addition to start
yeah,
making those players eligible, especially now that Pokemon is a more it's kind of also it's also moving to the esports era where a lot of players are out there, and we'll talk about that, and of course in our PvP section. But this is just a way for every player, and it's not that hard to get to level 31. These days, it's probably feasible in a month.
it's definitely a lot more feasible than 40. A
Yes.
lot more feasible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But
so
back in my day, I was level 31 in 3 months, in like 7 months or something.
I definitely expect a lot of good things to come out of it.
Yeah.
I think people are going to be really happy about this change.
I will be
I don't
too.
know how much they've been voicing it. Because most of the people that would voice it are already above level 40. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like.
yeah. It's just nice to get to that point. I haven't heard anybody complain aside from probably just my friend at this point. But that's because of he got it at the end of the day. Anyhow, that is not the issue or any problem actually,
Yeah,
because
nah.
this is just pretty good. Extra large candy accessibility is pretty good anyways. But yeah, so the next bonuses, and actually this is all the bonuses. I'm gonna let Chris read through them because I know he's actually happy about a lot of them.
Interesting. Okay, seasonal bonuses. During the season ago, the following bonuses will be active: increased friendship bonus damage for raids, even higher. Uh, Lure module duration extended to 1 hour. Okay. One extra special trade per day. Okay, maybe I'll actually do some. One extra Pokemon candy when trading Pokemon. Interesting way to put it. Guaranteed candy extra large when trading Pokemon. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about
Oh
that being
yeah.
included. Guaranteed gifts from Pokestop spins. Some people are always wondering why they ever took that away. Increased damage for Pokemon participating in raids remotely. So that's something we've had for a bit. So I'm interested that they're putting that in there now.
They always
Uh,
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
increased incense effectiveness while moving. I like how they specify that now.
They kind of have to,
Yeah,
especially after all the controversy, anyways.
they're like,
Um,
you go and you're happy about it now.
but this is also, to correspond to the actual season of Go. Just go
Yeah,
out and play, brothers and sisters. And anybody else in between.
I know a lot of people are like, what about lures though?
Oh my god. Now, well, the lure's given
Especially
us
since
a.
they're extending it to an hour.
It's kind of nice in days like this to actually show that the lures are gonna hit 1 hour. It was, I think, the instance last season, so now that they changed it to lures, it makes it a little bit better.
I will say if you put lures in like a circle, you are meant to be, you know, walking in a circle. Like say there's 5 Pokestops in a circle and you lure them all up, you're
Right.
gonna be walking in a circle.
Oh yeah.
Some people will just sit at one though, but if you're really maximizing,
You gotta know how to really, really maximize it when it comes down to it. So, any good ones that you are excited about, Chris?
definitely, I feel like the trading extra large candy is definitely the biggest one because the first thing I think is trading Lickitung. I mean, I already have one for Great League all the way, but any rare Pokemon that you want extra large candy for, Dialga, any legendary really, and you just need a little bit more.
I mean, the extra
You can,
one extra special trait will really help out throughout that too.
yeah,
So, if
yeah, it's
I'm sure
I
somebody
mean,
out
like,
there can do the maths and how many if you do your special traits every day for extra large candy guarantee, how many candies you actually get.
yeah, I'm assuming it's a guaranteed one. You might get more, but
That's cool.
296 is probably not gonna happen. Like you're probably not gonna be able to trade that many.
Of course, you don't have sometimes you or the partner don't have the Pokemon that you want to trade, especially for the extra large candy,
Mhm.
or definitely how many Pokemon you actually do. Trading it's good and all, and special traits are a pain. But if you got somebody close by and just be like, hey, every day go ahead and come here, like, we'll do our trades and then we'll finish up the night or something. So, but it's not too bad. We'll definitely see how it goes. One thing for sure that I have noticed from a lot of content creators is that they're moving from their stationary play into a more go out and play. I'm kind of
Okay.
liking this. A lot of people, Lando Alpha, uh, a lot of people who are still doing that, but I also a lot of people who used to just do it in person or not in person. I'm sorry, stationary on their like Twitch or something. They're just moving to do more outside and go out, and I kind of like that. At least this kind of shifting into what I expect to hopefully be the summer at one point. So again, the bonuses look pretty amazing. Everybody has been super happy about all this. And of course, you have your pitchforks people out there, but still. But anyways, the season of Go, it's here, or will be finally be here in the coming days, starting on June 1st. So, of course, that's not everything. We did skip a couple of things about the season of Go. We do have the June dump of news, and this is a good month, a very good month for a lot of people. So, Chris, you want to talk about it a little bit there?
All right. So we already talked about the Candy X Large. The upcoming events though is going to be Adventure Week, which is always an awesome event because it seems like we always get a new shiny rock type Pokemon. We'll see though. Adventure Week will be returning. Get ready to explore the wide world of fossils and rock type Pokemon during this fan favorite event running from Tuesday, June 7th, 2022 to Sunday, June 12th, 2022. I'm expecting to see some Cranidos for once.
I'm
excited.
expected to see Gen 6 fossils.
Ooh. I would not complain. Oh, and then the next one,
Oh boy.
Pokemon TCG crossover event. Universes are colliding.
The multiverse
Fans.
is real.
Oh yeah. This is a multiverse of madness. We got fans of the Pokemon TCG, Pure Lighter and I.
Thank you.
Will want to see what we have in store for this exciting crossover collaboration, taking place from Thursday, June 16th. Wow, that's right around the corner. To Thursday, June 30th,
Which is
2022.
Which basically is the last 2 weeks of the month, and then of course the set releases in July 1st.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. It's kind of funny to me that the event is going to be so much earlier.
Well, I think one of the reasons they do that is because I believe the Pokemon Go Japanese set is gonna come out during that time.
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so they want to make sure that everybody gets their, commandments when it comes down to this event, and it's kind of nice to actually get a little bit of insight of what's gonna happen during the TCG crossover. So I'm really excited about that one. And Adventure Week is always a fan favorite, just like they mentioned. So it's actually pretty amazing to go
Loaded
about
month.
it. Yeah.
Loaded month.
Even though if you think about it, each one of the events is 2 weeks each, close at least. We start the month from June 1st to June 7th. We're gonna have the vanilla seasonal spawns of Go, and then the ones that we talked about during the Go season of Go. But then we're gonna have this event until June 12th. Then a little bit of over before June 16th. So we basically have the full month of events happening throughout the month of June. However, that's not all, because we have Go Fest at the beginning of the month. Then we have Adventure Week. Then we have the TCG crossover plus Community Day. So this month is packed already. I don't even know what to do here. I'm gonna have to plan, like, this is my month, and it's also my birthday month. Thank you. I'm just like, okay, guys, this is my month, so I am not gonna be bothered by anybody.
My birthday month.
I know, right? like I'm already like claiming the entire month, not even a week, that entire month. I'd be like, this is my month, so I'm gonna just play Pokemon Go for the rest of my life. So,
What day is your birthday?
June 15th, actually.
June 15th. Okay.
So, yeah. So during that time, right in between the two.
Right after, or right before, actually.
The good thing is that I'll have that day and the day afterwards off because I requested them. So I actually will be able to get a little bit of gameplay in here and there for the first day of the event anyway. So pretty exciting. So I'm happy about that. And I'm happy that a lot of things are coming. Now it's time for the raids of the month. And this is spicy. Anyway. So Legendary Pokemon Kyogre, Groudon, and Mewtwo will be coming and making to return to 5-star race in the month of June. A stack month right here. So starting on Wednesday, June 1st to Tuesday, June 7th, we have Kyogre, which is Shiny Chance, of course. Tuesday, June 7th to Thursday, June 16th, we have Groudon. So again, my wallet is gonna disappear today. We have June 16th to Thursday, June 23rd, we have Mewtwo, and then they split it up to Thursday, June 23rd to Friday, July 1st. Now, you may be wondering why they split it up 2 Mewtwo's in a row.
I was wondering.
But at Chris's face, I actually just already talked about this. The very first Mewtwo you're going to encounter during June 16th to 23rd is going to have the charge move Shadow Ball, which is a legacy move since Mewtwo first came out. And it's a powerhouse with that move anyways. And then Mewtwo encounters during June 23rd to July 1st will have his charge move to Side Strike, which is another legacy move only available to Mewtwo at this time. Very exciting, but 2 weeks, basically the rest of the month of Mewtwo is going to be crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely getting a good way for me to want to do a little raid party.
Oh yeah, definitely. You do also have to know that you get extra large candy for in-person raids, so you actually get to that card. Macer, thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, so Kyogre, Groudon, Mewtwo, a stack month of legendaries. Each one of them can have its primals and mega evolutions correspondency at any point. So make sure you grind for this. Make sure you get as many extra large candies. Try to get it close to a powering up to level 50. I'll definitely be doing a lot. I definitely will go ahead and even do remote raid passes, even though it's a little more expensive. But yes, I will do raid as much as possible. I gotta get my Hondos, I gotta get my Shandos, I gotta make shinies.
Yeah, do not forget, guys. This will have 2 megas in the future. But like for Charizard, can you mega evolve it into either or?
Yeah.
Like after you evolve it, without it costing more.
Well, yes, so you can still, especially now that the new mega update came around, you are able to do it for free as long as you at least have evolved it once.
Okay.
So you still need the energy to evolve it once, and then you get it for free afterwards. So
very nice.
It's kind of nice, and especially in the split evolutions, Mewtwo having that split X and Y evolution too, and Groudon and Kyogre being primals is like
waiting for it, man.
Oh my God.
That shiny is dope,
dude. I love them. I love them both. But yeah, so those are the race again. Super stacked, super amazing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just gonna be super excited about this, anyways. Our monies are just gonna disappear this month for sure, and then the TCG set comes out the following month, so I'm basically not gonna have money for the rest of my life.
You don't need money, man. You got friends.
I got happiness.
You got Pokemon cards. You got Pokemon Go.
Oh, amazing! Thank you so much for the 2 bits. I appreciate it. Yeah, so those are the 5-star raids. We basically probably won't see a mega legendary this month just because of how stacked it is, anyways. However, we still have mega Pokemons and mega X, which will coexist as follow. We have Wednesday, June 1st to Tuesday, June 7th. We'll have mega Steelix. Kinda doesn't help with Kyogre, but I don't know why. Tuesday, June 7th to Thursday, June 16th, Mega Aerodactyl. Okay. Thursday, June 16th to Thursday, June 23rd, Mega Venusaur. Getting a little bit better. And then Thursday, June 23rd to July 1st will be Mega Blastoise. So, just get the Mega.
They really give us Venusaur and Blastoise after Groudon and Kyogre, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? They're just like, try using this against a Mewtwo. Nah, please don't ever do that. But this is also nice for a lot of people who haven't been able to get the energy requirements to mega evolve the Pokemon that you need. And then once you have enough, you'll be able to just do it for free every 7 days, and so correspondingly to the mega levels. So it's happening, and it's just nice because you don't have to go all over the place to get the mega energy. You can just get a few a little bit and then still do this free to play as you want to. So I feel like that's the good thing, especially they're just splitting it up between 4 different weeks anyway. So I'm okay with this kind of change anyways.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying, even with the legendaries.
Yeah.
When you have like 3 different things it can be.
Yeah.
And when it's mega Pokemon that, people aren't really the biggest fans of,
Oh yeah.
at least in Pokemon. Um, then yeah, it would just be a nightmare if there was 3 different kinds.
Oh dude, that would be insane. But not too bad anyways. So then we have the raid hours. Every single Wednesday, raid hour is available. So we're starting with June 1st on Kyogre. So as soon as the season starts, I'm going out. Even though I know a lot of people will probably won't do it, I will try to get a raid party going for this coming Wednesday. Then we have Groudon for June 8th and June 15th. I don't know if I'll be able to do the June 15th one, even though it's my birthday. I'll have a couple plans already kind of set up anyway. So June 22 and June 29 will be the Mewtwo's, and of course, each one of them with its respective weekly charge attacks.
That June 29, man, looking mighty fine.
Mighty fine. Closer and closer. We do have our June Research Breakthrough box encounter, and what do we got, Chris?
Well. We're just, cogs in the wheel. It is going to be Wednesday, June 1st, at 1 p.m. PDT to Friday, July 1st, 1 p.m. PDT. We are going to be getting Clink. And if you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny one.
Mm-hmm.
So, some people get excited for it. I'm kind of indifferent. It's not horrible.
You got 3 of them, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured as much. Clink, again, being a interesting breakthrough box, but it's not bad, mostly because a lot of people have just been doing the free ones or anything. Quiet. You gotta trade all of yours. Anyways.
I was like, let me just double check.
Then we have our Spotlight Hours. Chris, what are our Spotlight Hours for the month?
Ooh. Oh, very exciting. So Spotlight Hours every Tuesday. June 7th, we're going to get Nose Pass. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. If you want a PvP Probo Pass, it's going to be mighty easy, and it has a shiny chance. June 14th, Mantine. 2 times candy for transferring Pokemon. So something we recommend for this kind of event is to, have everything ready to transfer before it starts. And then right when the time starts, you can transfer it and you'll get all your double candy, and then you can focus on catching.
Yeah.
And Mantine has the shiny chance now too.
Yes.
And then June 21st, we got Spinarak, 2 times XP for evolving Pokemon. And Spinarak has that shiny chance. And then June 28th is a shiny chance that is a mystery. Very interesting.
Dun, dun. I don't know, man. This is just like the most random one so far.
Have they ever done that?
Well, let's think of it this way. What's happening in between the weeks of June 28th?
Is that the GoFest week?
No, that's the if I remember correctly, the TCG crossover event.
Oh, interesting.
That's happening just a couple of days before the actual month ends, and of course, during the event hours or the event times, they'll have a mystery Pokemon. So, I believe their correspondence to the actual event. So, either a special Pikachu or something, maybe actually be the one to see to it. I guess, I don't know, custom one or not, or even a brand new shiny if they release it.
Yeah, I was the first thing that popped in my head was the Pikachu from GoFest, but that wouldn't really make any sense.
No, they're definitely for the TCG. That's why they're keeping it a secret. Maybe
I
maybe
don't
a brand new
know
Pokemon release shiny. That would be insane. But you never know until you actually get it.
Just Meltan.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, dude, if that happens, everybody literally will be out there playing. Like, I don't even care what it is. If it's Melton, everybody will be out playing. It's like, go, go, go.
It's a cool one, yeah.
And it's also a mystery bonus, so we don't even know what it's going to be at that point. So it's exciting and interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's the month of June. All of this is also corresponding that we have GoFest and everything else happening. So, a lot of news for sure. But yeah, that's actually, I'm super excited. Like, even the rates itself just make this a 10 out of 10 I think for me. So
yeah, they're awesome raids.
Yeah. We do have one little leak for the TCG happening. I'll just let you talk about this one.
So we've already seen I believe we talked about it already, maybe not. The Radiant Blastoise that somebody pulled out of an Astral Radiance pack. And I don't know where somebody got this one. They were able to get an alt art Mewtwo, it looked like.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
It's a Mewtwo V basic card, of course, but it's an alternate art. Mewtwo actually overlooking the city in the real world because it's a Pokemon Go set. But this actually seems pretty good just by looking at it. And the funny thing is on his left, I believe, on Mewtwo's left, you see the building with 3 different colors. You know what the 3 different colors are, right?
Yeah, the 3 different teams.
Yep. So
Sheesh.
they just put it all over the top. I love it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm definitely gonna be spending way more money than I should, but oh my goodness, it's just gonna be fun.
Keep in mind, if you want to collect all the cards, the prices are going to be really cheap for buying the actual cards after you open a little bit of the set.
Yeah, no, I mean, that one thing for sure, I'm definitely opening the set as much as I can.
Yeah.
Like probably almost all the product I'm gonna try to buy. But I also want to get sealed collection for this set. And a master set.
It's such a cool set.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm literally going to be broke this the next few months. But yeah, so that's a little bit of insight of what's going on. We'll definitely probably have more news in the coming weeks, just because the set itself is getting closer and closer for releasing. So we're not done. We're gonna get into our PvP section. Get good. Get wrecked. Here we go, Chris. So again, super exciting information happening right now. As you guys probably already noticed, today specifically is Go Battle Day. 24 hours of a bunch of battling. And just as we predicted, Mega Evolution Pokemons are actually available in the Go Battle League. However, there's a little twist. It's only available in Master League. And Gyarados is a powerhouse.
He's got that good typing.
Right. So the Go Battle Day will have things for the Stardust Surprise. You can earn a lot of Stardust from just playing the game itself, winning your sets, 4 times Stardust from winning rewards. You get to have the Galadium Pants happening if you haven't received it by then. And the abilities to play Master League, Ultra League, and Great League are available. However, the Master League now has the inclusion of Mega Evolved Pokemons, which kind of makes sense for the reason that if you don't have the Hondo, the Mega is not good. But I know a lot of people were trying to get sneaking the Megas into the other leagues. Unfortunately, they're not available. It's a 1-day only event, so I'm guessing that this is a way to just tell us it's coming. We just want a little more data of how well this, Megas can be.
Yeah, I think they're really just testing our feedback.
Yeah. Definitely nerf Gyarados, because that thing is a tank as fair. I've been playing a little bit this morning before I did all the things that I needed to do today.
Which Mega were you using?
I'm making Gyarados. I mean, I have a Hondo level 50 best buddy, bro.
Nerf me. Nerf me. I'm too good.
At first, I was actually using Gyarados, Giratina, and Mewtwo. But then I realized I'm really weak to a lot of the dark types and counter Gyarados anyways. So I switched it up and I put Garchomp, level 50, best buddy as always. And it's actually doing pretty good because a lot of people are trying to counter Gyarados at this point, bringing Dialgas and all the things, and my Garchomp just eats them away. Especially the Mewtwo and everything. Tony, I am sorry that the sound alerts are actually not playable throughout the stream, during the podcast at least. In other ones it will be. But thank you so much. Konnichiwa to you too. But yeah, so the few sets that I play, I was just amazed because, again, Gyarados is such a powerhouse. And itself, haven't seen that many differences. You would think that Charizard will be also a very strong, potent Pokemon for it, but it just gets wrecked by Gyarados anyways. So, any other rock types or anything, Poke AK and a lot of other content creators have been posting their videos, and I've seen a lot of spies in between. But everybody knows that Gyarados is the one to beat for this meta. So
yeah,
they're bringing a lot of differences. Melton is a great counter. It resists a lot of the moves. However, he can only hit as hard as you allow him to. Mega Altaria is something interesting, even though it's in the lower tiers. And then so on and so forth, of course, if you start using other megas. But it's interesting how you ever see if you actually want to know how to play the game or show those kind of things. Have you dabbled in it a little bit today or not?
Not Master League, just Great League.
I gotta get you into Master League, brother.
One day.
One day. When you get the
This
extra
would be a pretty good day with all the megas, but I just don't really mega evolve my Pokemon.
That's true. That's true. Mr. Ten True, thank you for joining us. He said, "Can't wait for Niantic's game called Peri Dot to come out." It seems like an interesting one. It seems like a correlation of Pokemon Go, but it's actually an interesting game too. Once it comes out, it's gonna be interesting. So we'll see. So yeah, that is the special Stardust surprise, mega surprise for the Go Battle Day. We only have a couple hours left to it. I may do 1 or 2 more sets, but my mega is already done, so I don't know if I want to mega evolve it again. We'll see. Maybe I'll have another spice in between. Then we have the Season 11 of Go Battle League has been announced too for the Season of Go. Oh boy. A lot of controversy when it comes down to this. Chris, you want to talk about the first things that happens?
All right. So, beginning Wednesday, June 1st, the end of season rewards will be available on the battle screen. Make sure you star piece before you click on the battle icon, because you want to get that extra Stardust.
Yes.
Your Go Battle League rank will be reset. Rank up requirements will remain the same as in Season 10. So, is it going to have rank, or is it going to be unranked then?
No, it's just going to be like rewards for reaching level rank 20. And then whatever the case may be after that, I guess. But the rank cap requirements will remain the same as in Season 10. Remember, the interlude season wasn't even a season. Season 10 was the season before, and then Season 11 is now. So the interlude season really was just a relaxing, play as however you want to do your spice or whatever, not even worry about rankings and all that. It's just the way that the requirements from Season 10 are going to just carry over from Season 11. Just keeping those 3 months, of course. So the schedule for Season 11, June 1st to June 8th, the Great League and the Great League Remix. So pretty nice to see a little bit of diversity there. June 8th to June 15th, the Ultra League and the Catch Cup, the GoFest edition.
Watch out for Shaman.
Right. June 15th, my birthday, thank you. Master League and Fossil Cup. Interesting. June 22nd to June 29th, we'll have the Rake League and the Retro Cup. Okay. June 29th to July 6th, we'll have Ultra League and the Kanto Cup. July 6th to July 13th, we have all 3 leagues. July 13th to July 20th, we have the Great League and the Flying Cup. July 20 to July 27th, we have the Ultra League and Little Cup Remix. July 27th to August 3rd, we have the Master League and a Special Cup, which we don't know anything about it. Fun fact, this blog was actually, like everybody who actually saw the blog the very first day, saw that this was called the Hisuian Cup.
Oh my gosh.
They took it away as soon as they realized their mistakes. So we are kind of already have a little insight just from the little leak. But that's because Niantic just doesn't know how to make blog posts half the time.
So sneaky.
I know, right? August 3rd to August 10th, we'll have the Great League and the Element Cup. August 10th to the 17th, we have Ultra League and Summer Cup. Cool. August 17th to August 24th, we have the Great League and the Fighting Cup. And then the remaining parts of August 24th to September 1st, all 3 leagues are available. Any exciting cups there for you, Chris?
Other than the Mystery Cup, not too much. I mean, Flying Cup is one I really enjoy. I know a lot of people don't because of how, prominent Aerodactyl and everything is.
Yeah.
But I think it takes some brains.
Yeah.
Fossil Cup looks very fun. I don't think we had that one before.
No, Fossil Cup, the Summer Cup, and the Fighting Cup are the brand new cups of this season.
Yeah, I like when they try new things, for sure.
Fossil means just Mega Aerodactyl everywhere.
Uh-oh.
That'd be fun. Then we have the Go Battle Day events. So Go Battle Day, the first Go Battle Day will start on Saturday, June 18th at 12 a.m. until the end of that day. And it's going to be Go Battle Day Mankey.
Okay.
Just that before, we have 4-time Stardust for winning rewards, as many battles as you can, up to 100 battles. The day itself will feature Mankey. It's the guarantee encounter, and then even the premium track, so you'll see how it goes. But the evolution will have Mankey evolve into Primates after up to 2 hours after it to get his special new charge attack, Crush Up.
Dude. Yeah, I think cross chop and then the dark move is actually going to be the go-to. Some people would say ice punch.
It really depends, but it gives Primates a little bit of diversity when it comes down to it, so it's not too bad in the end. There will be a time research, which if you complete, you get experience, or candy, Bea style gloves, and elite charge TM. We forgot to say that Bea is going to be the feature pose and the feature pose and of course corresponding clothes for it. Now, if you don't know who Bea is the gym leader for Generation 8. I think it's the fighting type gym leader. So
yes,
she's super cool. She battles Ash a lot in the anime. That's much I know. That's pretty much it. And then, of course, the active leagues throughout this day will be the Master League and the Fuzzle Cup. So a lot of the weeks are actually just rotating pretty quickly. So that's going to be kind of nice, especially since this first day of Go Battle Day is going to be on the 18th. So interesting. Then we have Go Battle Weekend, which will start on July 9 and end on July 10. To celebrate Pokemon Go's anniversary with a weekend full of battling, stay tuned for more details as we closer to this event. And of course, the active league will be the Great League, the Ultra League, and the Master League. I keep forgetting, even though we're so close to Go Fest, the anniversary is also coming in July, so that's going to be fun. Then we have the Pokemon Go World Championship event, which will celebrate the World Championship Finals with the Battle Focus event. Stay tuned for more details as we closer to the event. I kind of like it that, the World Champion is happening pretty soon. They don't tell us what day it is just yet, but we know that they're going to be active during the time of Great League and Fighting Cup, which is, if I read that correctly, from August 17 to August 24. So that's when we all see the World Championship event happening. And, corresponding to it. Any thoughts on this incredible weekend?
Not too much. It's just really nice to see them putting so much thought into the different leagues for sure.
Yes.
Definitely the different cups.
Then we have our rewards for ranking up. So, as you start up, you can get a Machamp at rank 1, Minfo at rank 6. If you reach the Ace rank, you can get up to encounters with Axew, which will be shiny by the time you get there. Veteran rank will be Noibat, and then of course your Legend rank will have Pikachu Libre, and that can be a shiny in its own. So, we have a lot of other standard encounters. If you want to go see them, go over the blog post. I think I've pretty much talked too much about all the encounters. Any notable encounters here, Chris?
Lickitung as an 11 plus and Phalanx as a 16 plus is kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the ones I would point out.
Yeah, that's not too bad when it comes down to it. Then we have the rewards. Of course, it will be the VS style clothes, like the gloves, the headband, the outfit, and the pose. And this, if you are in the Twitch right now universe watching us do the live podcast, you'll see how she's going to be posing.
Yeah, you get one per rank.
Yes, pretty cool. But we're back to the ranks when it comes down to it. They also have information about how the cups are going to be, like the Great League remix, and the Pokemon that are now allowed have information about all those. Notably enough, Drapion and Trevenant are now banned in the Great League remix. And then, of course, Wellner, which has been a powerhouse since its release of Shiny.
Yeah, I heard one of the strongest Pokemon is going to be Registeel, and of course the new Shadow Marowak, yeah. Or the regular Marowak.
That too. That would be interesting. Then we have the Catch Cup. Will be eligible of 1500 or below, and then anytime you catch any Pokemon through the Go Fizz time. So, I mean, if you really want to catch and power up, that's up to you guys.
Too much does for me.
And the Retro Cup, just so before, the Fairy types, the Dark types, and the Steel types will be not eligible for this cup. The Kanto Cup will have only Pokemons from 1 to 151. The Flying Cups, only Flying type Pokemons will be allowed. The Falsa Cup will have Water, Rock, Steel type only permitted in this cup. The Summer Cup will have normal, Fire, Water, Grass, Electric, and Bug type only permitted in this cup. And then the Fighting type, only Fighting type Pokemon will be permitted, and any type of Psychic type Pokemon will not be permitted. So Medicine is already done.
Yeah, that'd be OP.
Yeah. And then the Little Cup Remix, we do have a little bit of information about that, and just banning a few Pokemons like Vulpix, Bronzong, Cottonee, and Dino. The meta Pokemon.
No
basically.
shot.
A meta Pokemon, basically. So, really.
It's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
I wonder how much people are going to play it then.
I don't know. I only did the meta, so...
Yeah, it looks kind of funny. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's for sure. But that's Season 11 Go Battle League. A lot of people are saying that a little disappointing about this cup, or I'm sorry, about this season, because it just doesn't seem to changing a lot of the formula. Especially because there's no move updates for any of the moves announced here. Usually whenever a new season comes on, a new update to either certain moves or certain Pokemon start getting a brand new Pokemon move. So... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'm still
just
not...
manky.
It's just manky, I know, right? I'm still not too keen of trying to get into Legends, but we'll see how this season goes anyways.
I believe in you.
I always do. But yeah, that's the Season 11. Now, as you guys probably don't know or know, the world, not the world, but the championships, the Pokemon Go championships were happening this weekend, and we have a winner. Who's that winner, Chris?
Big surprise. It is, I believe they're called Greenish, backwards. King's very... Is it soon to be wife?
Yes, they are engaged.
Dude. Big congrats. I'm very happy that it was her.
Well, it's funny enough
King
because
did very well.
Yeah, Keen won the one before, losing the losers bracket and then winning it all, and then she comes over from the losers bracket and win it all. So I'm like, I mean, when you have two powerhouses in the same house, it kind of makes sense.
Dude.
Oh goodness,
dude, that is so crazy.
I know, right?
King and Queen, let's go.
King and Queen, yes, that's actually pretty cool, and they're both participating in the World Championship, so they're gonna, if they get to it, they'll go head to head. So, that's gonna be fun. But congratulations once again to Greenin, or however you pronounce it on your Twitch handle. And then of course, of anybody who participated in the championships, the last few, of course. I think the top 4 goes to the Worlds. So pretty exciting in that regard. But yeah. And then we have our factions updates, Chris.
Yes, we did very well this week. We secured some really early 2-1s, and we got solidified when AJ caught him. Did a 3-0 sweep in the Colony Cup.
Nice.
So big congrats. Really like my team. We didn't give them too many points, and we were able to secure a 13-8.
Nice.
We got 13, they got 8. So hopefully we can do better the next few weeks. The first week we lost by that 1 point. So yeah, hoping to make our name in Silver League.
Until you get to gold.
yeah, get that gold, get that gold.
Of course. That'd be nice. But congratulations to the Swift Basters once again for another amazing week to go. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the news section, our PvP section, and everything else in between. A lot to cover for sure. We're a little over an hour to talk about, so sorry about it, y'all. Sorry for me ranting everything. Not really, because I love this game. But yeah, so I forgot to post last week's question on our Twitter feed, so I'm sorry about that. We'll go ahead and just post it up with the same of this week's. Have you ever been able to have you been able to learn more about PvP or the same when it comes to the interlude season? Now that season 11 has been announced, are you excited about it? And then in this week's question, we'll have what do you think about this new season of Go update? What are you looking forward the most? I mean, my question is still kind of weird, but still. I'm really excited about the legendaries, just the way that they put it out for the first 4 weeks of June.
Such a good lineup.
I mean, we still have, a lot of different things. And now if you think about it, we haven't really talked about the sneak peeks that they're giving us. The Ultra Beasts are coming to Pokemon Go, so I'm pretty sure that that's going to be an exciting time when that gets announced. So
I gotta see Guzzlord, man. That thing's gonna be huge.
Nah. There's been a lot of different things in the APK mine for sure, but we'll cover those in another time when we get closer to those days. And yeah, anything you're excited about this season there?
Mostly just the changes to extra large candy.
Yeah.
The more we get, the happier I am.
And I think everybody else will be the same with you. So, but yeah, really exciting to say the least. With that being said, anything else, Chris?
No. I think we covered everything very, very well.
Okay, wonderful. So, thank you so much for everybody listening to the podcast or being here in the podcast service on Twitch. And then, of course, the podcast services feed. You can always listen to us at the Purified Podcast at gmail.com. You can listen to us there? Yeah, no, I messed that up already. Anyways, podcast feeds, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, any of those places. If you can leave us a review, we greatly appreciate it. Our socials, the Purified Podcast, Pure Let It Go, and Pokemon Trigger, please. You can email us anything to the Purified Podcast at gmail.com. Or join our Discord if you guys want to talk a little bit more about Pokemon or anything else that you might want to do. And then, of course, don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, the Professor Network. All right, Chris, with that being the say, it's time to bid us goodbye.
All right. So hope you guys were able to collect some Pokeballs, get prepared, and, get out there and go. It's going to be a great month. A lot to look forward to. It's going to be super, super exciting, I feel like. Collect all those shinies you want. Get ready for Go Fest. And we'll see you out there. Peace out, guys.
Keep purifying them, and we'll see you guys next week. Go Fest edition.